these arms. Yes, sir. That's a lights out pose right there.
It is.
And in bodybuilding, especially in open bodybuilding, you've got to have power shots like that.
Yes.
I just can't believe that in such a short time, he looks bigger than the Olympia here. He really does.
Confidence, and more confidence, man. And look at the hamstring. Oh, boy. These are problems, guys.
There you go.
And you see how like tiny his waist is.
It is. Even with added size, that is the key, keeping that shape.
And look at the depth. Look from left to right in those quads. See what we're talking about? And now we're going to the fine details, okay? This is what's going to be a difference maker in the top 3.
That's right.
These side shots are great for him. He's so dangerous from the side.
Now my question is going to be, how many callouts are they going to do?
Yes.
Who's going to fade?
Yes.
Because when you have Derek Lunsford, new size, you could fade.
Good point.
Same with, now Samson's full.
Yes,
super
he is.
full. And he's getting the cheers right now.
Yes. Oh, he's on it. He knows he came on.
And now that I'm retired, I can tell you guys all the secrets, right? What you want to do in this scenario is hit the shots, but fake it like you're hitting it hard.
Yeah, like 80%, 85%.
Because you don't know how long this prejudging is.
Coming up next from McKinney, Texas. He is a 2-time 212 Olympia champion.
Oh, the giant
Finishing in
killer.
5th place in our open division in 2023 here at the Arnold Classic. Please welcome to the stage, Shaun Clarida.
Let's go. I'm loving all the song choices currently.
Yes. Shout out to
Very
Freddie.
much my vibe. Let's go, Shaun. I love when he hits that pose.
Arnold seems to be happy.
Yes, he is. Hamstring dropping.
And when you call yourself a giant killer, he meant it. When he said, hey, I'm coming to Arnold Classic. I'm doing open. I do not care if you're 300 pounds, Samson. I don't care what's going on. I am here. Look at that back double bicep.
Beautiful.
And this is fun for him, too, because I'm sure he's able to, you know, play around a little bit with his physique because he doesn't have to be the most conditioned guy. You would never believe that he's giving up so many pounds to even like a Derek Lunsford, right? He's giving up close to 60 pounds to Derek, okay?
Maybe 100 to a guy like a King.
Thank you very much, Shaun.
And that physique might
Our
be a
next
guy like a
competitor was
King.
born in Dauda,
Definitely good.
resides in the Netherlands. He is also a 2-time Arnold Classic champion. Please welcome to the stage, William Bonac.
All right, one of my favorite bodybuilders, one of my actual friends in sport, William Bonac.
Oh, Phil, you got friends?
I got friends. Oh, stop.
Just kidding. Now, William's been competing for how long now? Because I remember he's been here my whole career.
He's been around for a
been
while.
around for a
Very
while.
long time.
Started in 212.
Okay. Oh, I did not know that.
That's right.
Okay. I remember back in the day when I was coming up, I said, I want quads like William. That's my one goal in life. I was like, that's what I need.
So far, I think I have him above Brandon.
Yeah, just like at the Olympia, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glutes are in, quad is 3D, hamstrings popping, calves popping.
And the outer sweep on this shot, you know,
It's nice.
it's really good. He's lacking a little bit of width. You could tell, like in previous years, you know, he was a little bit wider.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes, but I think he's not losing any conditioning.
No.
Fullness, we don't, I mean, he's definitely full.
He definitely is.
But just a little bit more pop in the quads.
Now, Phil, how do you feel about the way he hits the abs and thighs? How he kind of turns to the side instead of hitting it straight on?
You know, I think you should hit it from the side and from the front as well. I mean, he can actually do both, but I know he had a hernia surgery as well, so like, I get that.
From Houston, Texas, he finished 10th at the 2023 Arnold Classic, making his way back to the stage here in Columbus. Please welcome Patrick Moore.
Now, Patrick has been away from the stage for a couple of years, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Arnold Classic Men's Open Prejudging taking place tonight here. Day number 1 of the 37th Annual Arnold Classic. This is going to wrap up the competition tonight before we get to the awards. So far, as good as advertised, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That weighs the snatch.
Snatch.
And I never really use that term for men, but it is snatch. It is.
And that's where a lot of his fan base comes from, just seeing like how, you know, tiny that waist is and full load, you know, when you have tiny waist, big ass arms. Who's not going to love that, right?
Very aesthetically pleasing for a men's open guy, for sure.
I feel like he's taking a little bit too much time getting these poses.
Yeah.
Probably need a little bit leaner, too, going through that backside to the glutes and the
Yes.
hands.
I think he still needs some size to the lower body, too.
I agree.
It's just still lagging.
I agree.
I think right about now, I think it's the time that he has to decide, like, how much size can he put on in a proper off season, maintain it, be the full bodybuilder that he could be. Because you're absolutely right. I mean, his quads just need a little bit more help.
How hard is it, though, to maintain that size in between competitions?
I mean, it's terrible. You know, it's brutal because you have to do the business of bodybuilding.
Yes.
You know, you travel around the world, but you also have to understand that morning, noon, and night, you're not missing any meals. You're getting all the sleep.
And coming up next from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, he finished 8th place here in 2024. Please welcome to the stage, Justin Rodriguez.
Yep. Now we got to consider Justin as a veteran, you know, seasoned veteran in the sport.
That brings up a good question, guys. What is the next big event? What's the next thing on the calendar? And what are they, after this event wraps Sunday, what's all attention turns to what next?
I would honestly say the Pittsburgh Pro coming up because they added open to that show as well. And that's Mannion's show.
Is that before New York or after?
It is. It's going to be May 10th weekend. New York's going to be May 17th.
And I think the Arnold Brazil is before both of those because in April.
That's right.
It
so
is.
You go Arnold Brazil from here, and then you hit those other 2 shows.
And when is Detroit?
Ooh. Is that at the end of March?
I know it's before May.
Yeah.
So it's before Brazil?
That's what I'm not sure.
Maybe.
And I feel like there's some guys that probably need to do that show.
Absolutely.
You know, because when you're lacking in conditioning, you need to write it out a little bit, maybe diet a little bit more, learn from your mistakes, get healthy, and give another crack at it.
But with that much travel, Phil, and you've lived that life, how hard is it to maintain the level that you expect to be on Showtime?
It's an extreme amount of pressure to even do that type of travel in the first
to Brazil
place.
And then be able to get the food that you need.
Exactly, and that's what I mean by pressure. Like you gotta make a lot of friends.
Thank you very much, Justin.
You gotta have a lot of friends.
From Wilmington, Delaware, he was your 3rd place finisher at the 2023 Texas Pro, making his Arnold Classic debut. Please welcome to the stage, Carlos Thomas Jr.
My dark horses.
Crazy quads on this guy.
Yes, and he goes right into the most muscular. Nice.
I mean, Phil, you were a guy that was known for your 3D quality. I mean, this guy embodies that as well.
Yeah, I believe so. I want to see this side shot. I mean, the quads from the side are big.
Yes, they are. Seeing hammies in there.
He can clean up those glutes a little bit.
Clean up the
He's got to
glutes.
clean that up a little bit. He's got to get the lower lats going.
And the lower back, too.
Yep. So, but look, young, fresh.
Great potential.
You know, potential is there.
For a newbie, how do you clean up the glutes?
Cardio.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of different things, to be quite honest.
I mean, like running stairs. Is that just
not even running? We're not running
They
anything.
don't run.
We don't run. Fitness,
Stairmaster.
yeah, stairmaster.
run,
Yeah,
they
you run. I ain't running from no one.
unless you're being chased, you're not
Exactly.
running? Find a pit bull to chase
Right.
Phil Heath and see how fast he goes.
I don't
a
honestly
crazy
tell you what
shot.
I just said.
Yeah, I think he was a little glazed over, just a little bit.
Yep.
That could be nerves too.
And thank you very much, Carlos.
That could be lack of digestion, actually, trying to carb up.
Please welcome to
We
the
know he
stage
pulled out of
your
some
fifth
shows
place
last
finisher
year
from
because of that.
2024,
Digestive issues.
James Hollingshead.
It's our last one.
Another guy that walks around with a bunch of green muscle too.
James has also been around my entire career, too.
For my money, though, the size debate has to go to Lunsford. I mean, just when he came out, just overall size, he was massive.
So you got Lunsford, you got Samson.
Yeah.
You know, initially you think of Andrew Jacked, but I don't think so.
I don't either.
Bonac?
No,
No.
you know, you got, man, it's a two-man show at this point, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Clarida, maybe?
That's what's going to be crazy.
Shaun
And
Clarida.
he was my original dark
Because-
horse.
You're going to see some call-outs that some people are going to like and some people aren't going to like.
Yeah.
You know.
I
My-
can see a world where Clarida beats Andrew Jack.
I can see that.
I can see it because of the fact that Shaun's not going to fade.
Nope.
He's already packing as much muscle as he can on that frame.
Absolutely.
So if anything, he's going to get tighter. Whereas these other guys, it's not going to happen, okay?
And the one thing with Shaun is he does his homework. He does the posing rounds. He works like a dog year round. And so when you have somebody who has that amount of hunger in them, they're not going to let you step in front of them on stage. They're going to keep coming for it at all times.
Speaking of hunger, Phil, when this show's over tonight, I'm not going to see these guys down at Shake Shack or something. I mean,
No.
be honestly,
No.
what are they doing after the show and then tomorrow morning?
You're hoping that they're not staying up too late looking at these pictures, not looking at vloggers.
Exactly.
Like, you got to have a real game plan. You should already know what you have and what you don't
But as
have.
far
That's
as
right.
diet, sleep, stretch, I mean,
It's got to be, you're going to get a meal in. You're going to take another look at yourself. And then you're going to make adjustments at like 5 a.m. because you got to get some sleep.
Got
If you
to.
don't sleep, all those carbs aren't going to absorb in the body. Your cortisol is going to be through the roof. You got a lot of inflammation, so you got to be able to sleep.
James. That was our final presentation. How about one more big round of applause for all of our Arnold Classic competitors here in 2025.
Yeah, Phil, I
At
think you're
this time, we
right.
are going to bring
Definitely
our
a two-man
gentlemen
show.
back out on stage.
So far.
I'm going to make an argument for Derek right now. What I'm going to say is this. With him having his new muscle, he can actually pose out and actually get tighter. He's going to sleep tomorrow and actually probably get tighter again. Just enough
Right.
to where he might be able to edge one out. But if Samson does the same thing,
Exactly. And he already has that confidence behind him.
right? So we got to see these guys next to each other. And if you're Samson, you got to, like, in your
Show
mind, you
out.
got to think, I'm going to dwarf this guy.
That's right.
Because if you don't, Derek has a demeanor right now that he wants to win this thing.
Gentlemen from double line set.
I might automatically almost look at Andrew Jacked. Holy cow.
Quarter turn break.
Now, this is just numerical, but it could be very close to the actual first call-out.
And these are poses that get scored, guys. These quarter turns get scored. Don't think they don't.
My eyes are definitely going towards Derek's glutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always love it who have double bar on him.
Well, these are his knockout
They
shots,
are.
though.
They
Yep.
are.
Quarter turn.
What I'm noticing right now is Derek locked that side pose down more than Samson did in that. And that's all those details. When you're trying to win something, you got to make sure everything's locked in.
I'm going to be paying attention. I got to pay attention to Derek's quads if they're going to fade. Because Samson's quads are a lot bigger.
I just want to see them right next to each other
Yes.
already.
Yep.
It'd be good to see
There's a lot of talking happening at the
Shaun,
judges table.
Derek, and Samson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In order of height.
Yeah,
Right.
small, medium, and large.
Gentlemen, front double bicep. Quarter turn right.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing Shaun in that first call out.
Oh, absolutely. Even from this distance, you can see the freaking the delts that are shredded right there. Everything is.
So if Shaun is able to get a top 3 place in here, where do you think he should go from here? Back to 212? Should he stay in open?
You go back to 212, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think you do open. He needs to see if Keon can defend. Apply pressure when needed. You got to do it. But hey, he could do some more shows that are in the open just to do it.
Yeah.
And face front.
And it looks like Shaun's actually getting bigger.
I thought it was just my eyes. You know, I got
It's
a
like,
little bit
wait
of
a minute.
astigmatism, so
All
something's
right,
blurred
at this
about
time,
it.
we are going to bring all of our gentlemen out on stage
All right, here we
for
go.
our judging round. Columbus, who do you want to see in that first call out? Make some noise.
Shaun, Derek, Samson, Andrew, Akeem,
I'd have Bonac over Akeem.
and Brandon.
In numerical
Oh, you
order,
have Brandon in there?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Derek, Akeem, Brandy, Andrew Jack, Samson, and William.
So they went with 6. Okay. Oh, they're going to work these guys.
Well,
then.
everybody we talked about, so
Yeah.
everybody know what we're talking about. Look at us.
Yeah. As if we've been here before.
All right.
Look at Shaun next to Andrew Jack, the size difference.
Sheesh.
Akeem and Derek switch.
Wait a minute, y'all.
Samson,
Shaun didn't make first call out.
Wait, yeah, am I tripping? I thought he was in there.
Brandon switch.
No.
Brandon over Shaun in the first call? Yeah, when they zoomed in there, I was like, wait, is that
you
Brandon?
see why I said Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon and Akeem switch.
The height differential on Andrew is ridiculous.
Gentlemen, front double bicep. Front lat spread. Side chest. Back double bicep.
See, Derek has the glutes, but the width in the legs from the rear next to
Yes.
Samson, you're
Yes.
not. That's the difference. Now, obviously, with the back, Derek, in my opinion, is sharper
Yes.
Yeah.
and fuller.
Yes. But what I'm looking at is a little bit of a thigh gap in between there.
Exactly. And you look at Samson, there is none.
And Andrew Jack has a thigh gap too,
Yep.
going all the way up into the groin.
So if you're Derek, you want to scoot back a little bit just to get closer.
That's a beautiful shot on Derek, though.
And this is a shot where Samson can expose Derek, where he can hit the ab shot and the vacuum.
Your favorite most muscular.
With the big quads, too. So look how shredded Samson's legs are.
Yeah.
And Derek has to get in that pose a lot faster.
Yeah.
I know, I understand he wants it, but you got to get in these poses.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
They're definitely big out.
And see what Samson just did?
Got an extra one in there.
Yeah, letting them know that's the judges. They're going to say, wait a minute. He just hit the shot.
Shaun.
So what do you guys think kept Shaun out of that first call?
Size.
Yeah.
His overall package isn't good enough to beat guys that are just bigger. Look, I get it. I get it. People are going to be like, Phil, what are you talking about? I get it, man. I love Shaun's physique, but it's open, man. But you never know. That's the thing. You never know. He's in the middle right now.
Front double bicep. Front lat spread.
To me, he's winning this group easily.
Are you talking Shaun Clarida?
Oh, absolutely. Quads banging.
Side check.
Everything's there.
Back double bicep.
So for all those guys watching that say, hey, I need more size, look at Shaun Clarida.
That's right.
Giving up all these, all this weight.
Yeah.
And you can't tell. It's all about the quality of the size that you're trying to build. So I don't want to hear people keep saying, like, I need more size. What I need to hear is I need more quality.
Side tricep.
Yeah, in this call out, Shaun looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Hollingshead's getting tighter as he's going, especially in the upper body right now.
Dominoes and thighs. Your favorite most muscular.
I keep thinking to myself, good for Shaun, man. Like, you know, he said giants will fall.
That's right, and they are.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
All right, who's the top two right now? We already know, right?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Derek and Samson for
Yeah.
Definitely, 1000%.
They're going to call those two out, or are you going to add a third?
Add a third or a fourth.
I think
Because,
they'll
you know,
add a
they like to
third to keep us guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
But if
just
you add a third, you have to switch every single person around to really keep us guessing.
Andrew
4.
and Samson.
Look
I
at
knew it.
me.
Yeah,
See, the girlies know about the guys' categories too, y'all. Well, I do at least. I'm a fan.
I think this is big for Brandon.
This is
Top
huge.
4.
This is huge. And I love that for him.
And see, you know, we'll talk about Brandon's quads, right? They're not far off from Derek,
That's
right?
what I was
That's
just
what I'm
gonna say.
saying. Like they're,
Yep.
And his biceps are better than, I'm just saying.
Front lat spread.
And Samson has not faded yet. I was thinking that he would, but he's holding on strong.
So far, do you think Derek did enough?
It's going to come down to tomorrow.
Yes. Because even here, he's holding his poses better than he was at the last two Olympias.
Yeah. But
And
the
that I
size,
can
but look at the
appreciate.
size though
Yeah.
on Samson. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And we're talking about these back shots right now. And you said no thigh gap.
No thigh gap. It has to zip up.
Yeah. So we're looking at everything, guys. I understand that, you know, we're talking about back double bicep and such. You got to talk about the entire package. Now, this is Derek's best 2 shots right
No,
now.
it's beautiful.
Side tricep.
See, if I'm Derek, I'm sitting down a little bit harder on those hams.
Abdominals and thighs.
It's like when Arnold would say, like, oh, you're hitting a side chest or side tricep. You're doing a front tricep, you know?
Get those legs.
Your favorite most muscular.
And I think like Samson has better intercostals than Derek as well.
And that's the most interesting part because Derek doesn't have a thigh gap from the front. It's only from the back.
And when you're Derek, you got to hit that most muscular next to Samson.
Okay. Got some more rounds coming up.
Oh yeah, they're not done. Give everybody their money's worth.
That's right. Now, Phil, when you're getting ready for a show, how long are you holding these poses?
10 to 12 seconds each, but it's the rounds that I was doing, and I was living in Denver, Colorado. Lot harder to breathe there.
That's right.
You were travel up to Pikes Peak to do your poses?
Red Rocks?
Yeah.
Side chest.
But I would go round, like I just would do it. I'd just keep going. And then I'd freestyle it, go in different order.
Yep.
Because you never know how they're gonna call it.
I call it with my clients a pop quiz. I just start
There you
calling
go.
random poses.
Yeah. Now you start seeing Samson get a little tighter in the back.
Yep.
Yes.
And in the glutes, see? And this is kind of like what happened at the Olympia. He started improving as the show went on. But look, Derek looks great.
Yes.
Side tricep.
But it's like he has a little bit more hamstring development, you know, from the width of, you know,
Yes.
it's just, it's tough to nitpick these guys, right?
Abdominals and thighs.
But I give Derek a lot of credit because his chest is super full.
Yeah.
Full, man.
I think this is a really competitive look for Derek.
I think
Absolutely.
For sure.
I think he runs with this one, with this look for sure. But see how thin the quads get right there?
Yeah.
That's where Samson, see how Samson like moved, showed the quads?
Yeah.
Now he's got to flex them though.
That part, yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
And I have a hard time when you're Mr. Olympia and you don't hit a crab shot.
Yeah.
That's a knockout shot.